everybody, and welcome back to the next 20 pages of our Turn the Lead. Shem here. So there's some things I want to mention. The reason why I'm posting this video a day later is because yesterday whenever I recorded this, I honestly didn't like how it came out. The quality was kind of crap. In that sense, it wasn't the video quality, it was just my quality, how I was doing the video. I didn't like it. It wasn't very interacting. It was more of me just reading this like this. That's upside down. But you get the point. And that's not really entertaining, seeing someone just read off something, because that's kind of boring and stupid. So I wanted to redo this video, and yesterday I didn't really have time to do it, because by the time I could record the video, everyone in my house is sleeping, and I'm loud when I make these videos, so I don't want to wake everyone up. The struggles of living at home with your parents. But on that note, I did get an offer letter for a job. So now this boy is now turning into a man because I got myself a full-time job. Woo! Super excited about that. I can't wait to get that going. Can't wait to start making some good money and doing some stuff with the money instead of part-time job where I have to pretty much budget like $30 a week. But anyways, beside the point, let's get right into it, guys. In this episode, we're going to be talking about more about stories. This actually goes into 2020 now, and we have the Millennials, which we're going to cover today, and then the next video we're going to cover the leaders, the institutions. I think that's it, and then I don't know where we're going after that. I didn't look too far into it. But yeah, there's that. So let's get started with the first point, Millennials. And the first Millennials that we had are Joshua and Katelyn Fitzgerald. If you guys didn't know already, Joshua and Katelyn have gotten married. And actually in 2020, what happened, I should say in 2018, they had a child. And her name was Claire. So they're finally having a kid in, I don't know, whenever 2018 was. So technically this year. So they had a kid. And what else happened is Joshua started explaining how the network, the new network gallery, his art gallery, started exploding his business, and he started expanding it and whatnot, and it's kind of going into international areas now, so it's growing, so it's kind of awesome to hear. What's new with Katelyn is that she was a private tutor, and she actually opened up her own private tutoring practice, as we mentioned in the last video, that she wanted to do that, and it actually happened. And what happened is she made a tutoring called the Private Tutoring Guild or something like that. Here I am looking at my freaking notes again. Yeah, it was the Private Tutor Guild. And then she changed it to the Guild Academy, which totally reminds me of the Jedi Academy. She's freaking making Jedis. But what the Guild Academy was, the purpose of this, why she wanted to make the name change, was because she wanted to make a schooling system where it actually relates to reality. We kind of know how there's a disconnect between schooling and reality. Like, there's that gap of we don't know shit in the real world. So she wanted to bridge that gap. So she created the Guild Academy, and she made it available to students internationally. So the way she did that is that she did like webcam kind of scenarios, or lectures I should say. So that's what she did to pretty much get every student on board with that idea, which is really cool of an idea. I would totally support that, because I honestly don't believe in the school system today. I feel like what her idea is brilliant. Going on to Joshua's sister, Ashley Fitzgerald. Ashley Fitzgerald, what really happened with her, she works in the North Lake Foods company, and she pretty much just mentioned that she had a meeting, and this meeting was like an online meeting. It was like a Skype meeting, and she was pretty much talking on the topic of diabetes and how to prevent it. She was just getting good feedback on that. What else happened? She also did mention, actually, the Bank of North America. She did not like it at all, and she realized that that company is more, that brand, whatever, is more of a like utility than an actual customer relations company. And like we even mentioned, the Bank of North America doesn't even really care about their customers. They only really just wanted their money and just to provide services, and that's it. They didn't really have any customer interaction. So she acknowledged that, and she started looking for depository institutions, in which she came across Lakeview Bank. And while she was looking at Lakeview Bank, she realized she knew someone from Lakeview Bank, and that would be Justin Moore. She actually met Justin Moore with Joshua, her brother, at a 4th of July event at Justin's home, or parents' home, like way long ago. And that's how she kind of knew of him. And I think she comes into contact with him later on. We don't really know. Doesn't say anything, kind of just cuts off there. But that's a nice segue to go into the third segment, Justin Moore. Justin Moore, what happened for him was, honestly, there wasn't too much. It was kind of just a bunch of finance talk. I'm not going to lie with you. There's a lot of stuff I didn't really understand. He got promoted to a millennial wealth management advisor at Lakeview Bank. I don't know if he actually got promoted or that's the position he got into. No, that is what it is. He got into that position, so he didn't get promoted. He wasn't working there yet, but he got a job there and started working there. And then he pretty much proposed an idea to the management of that company, like, hey, we should try to make it so millennials can trade weak currencies for stronger currencies. And this actually is an interesting point because Ashley mentioned in her story that there's a new currency called SDR, and SDR is special drawing rights, which is comprised, or compromised? Comprised, that's what it is. Comprised, dude, I don't fucking know. It's okay, you know what? What it is, essentially, is there's 7 global currencies kind of lumped all into one currency, and it's to pretty much prevent the fluctuation of currency prices. Yeah, it's some weird shit that obviously doesn't exist now. I think that's a cool idea. Don't know if that would work in theory. But yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, in Justin's story, there's just a bunch of finance talk. I really don't understand that much of it. So that's pretty much it for Justin's story. And then, for the fourth point, we have Heather Moore. In Heather Moore's story, there is pretty much, she had her first intel briefing in the U.S. Marines. And she was like announced by the ambassador to do an intel briefing, which she did. She did an excellent job at it. And in this, there was just a bunch of army talk, and there's just a bunch of political stuff too, like saying what's going on in different countries and bombings, nukes, and stuff like that. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I'm not huge into the army. I'm not huge into political space, so I kind of omit that because I don't really care for it. But if you're interested, go ahead and read the book. You'll learn more about it. What else about her story? Oh, this kind of just goes back to, she did write a letter to her grandpa once again, and she was pretty much saying, like, don't worry, Grandpa, I'm still saving a lot of money. Justin's still taking care of my finances, and I'm gonna be leaving the army pretty much loaded. That's pretty much everything summed up. This video turned out a lot better than the last one, honestly, because, like, the last video I was doing, I was literally just reading this, like, word for word, and it sucked ass. So this is pretty good. I like this. I like being more talkative and actually like have eye contact with the camera because it looks good. It's more interacting. It's more engaging. But that is all I have for you guys. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. And please follow us on subscribe on YouTube. Crap, I screwed that up. But you get the point, guys. Follow us on the social media handles. I got some good stuff coming out soon. I'm going to be promoting something. It's going to be super cool. But follow the handles and you'll know what's up in the future. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.